exercise probably needs to be a little solidified with him, you know, as he kind of is not remembering that default position necessarily. So we want to give him a place where he knows to be. And that's not where we want him to be. So I'm just saying, well, I'm not really going to worry about those pieces. What I will do, there you go. And I kind of made an observation that that little foot also stepped in just a little, but the head went away. So I just say mental note. I'm going to pay attention to it, but I'm going to try not to click that twice because then I can get that. Hi, little guy. Where do we go? That's better. Even though the shoulder came in a little bit, he rocked towards me. I just kind of exaggerated where I fed to be sure that I got the little, to rock the shoulder back out. Okay, so he's in. Better. And so I'm also feeding him back a little bit. And I feel like a little bit that I got to be careful that he doesn't get this chain where he thinks bump into you. Right, yes, exactly. So if I can change it just a little bit. Good. So there, what I did, I slowly and subtly kind of rocked myself over there a little bit so that I could create maybe a little bit of give in there without it feeling confrontational. So there as he was, and then he went back kind of while he was still eating, he took his head further away. So I said, sure, I'll take that too. So I really kind of want him thinking about being about his own placement, but I'm not trying to create it. I'm trying, that wasn't a great bridge, I'm going to tell you. I'm not trying to create it. What I'm trying to do is help him to create it and have more awareness, very good, of what he is doing. Okay, so now, until this kind of like, so it's so even when like at home, he may have this really solid about his default position, we take him away from home, we change the context, sometimes they just forget it, and you're like, okay, let's go back to that exercise then. Okay, come on, little man, let's come this way. So now,
so there, does it make more sense to move with him and remind him back where your default position is instead of saying, hey, you're taking off without me?
yes, I kind of, because a lot of times for a horse who's nervous, especially thoroughbreds, you know, the movement is quite comforting. So sometimes for us to kind of stop and go, stop moving, stop, and they're like, it's my coping mechanism. So instead of kind of fighting it and potentially getting him a little bit, very good, more, you know, I don't know what to do. What I tried to do is feel like where it got softer. So now I will be the one to walk off here, not necessarily reinforcing, but taking a mental note, thinking if he needs a little walking, we can do a little walking. That's all right. But you could see there, I liked his head was lower, his eye was on me, but his body and shoulder, everything was over in his place. So I want to say focus on me, but not in, you know, into my space. I don't know where you're going. And I want him more to be able to sit still and in one place. And there he initiated that stop, so I said, great. Okay, so now I'm going to take a right hand turn around the tree. You're right, little man. Maybe even before the tree. Good. Good job. And this way. Yeah, nicely done. Good job. Very nice right hand turn you got with him. He's really...
He does those pretty well.
Yeah. And while these may be simple exercises that he's really good at home, I think these simple exercises will help him to feel, to have success, you know, and know kind of how to do this away from home as well. Good job. I liked that moment, even though it was him stopping, but I felt like it was him kind of realizing he wasn't checking in.
Yeah.
And if I need to, if he needs a little energy to burn off, I would rather do it in this place. Come on, we're not always stopping. I'd rather him do it down at this area, so if he needs a little walking for a minute to, come on, let's go. Then we kind of do it down here so that he can get, so we're not working against energy as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So mental energy leading to the physical energy. Come on. Good boy. Good job. And ho. I'll go this way. Let's go. Keep going. Yeah. Good. And so a little bit, you can see he's got that kind of, you know, just a little sound, and he's like, what was that? So kind of knowing that he's up just a little, you know, he's kind of thinking, I don't know what we're doing and why we're doing it, but that's okay. So let's go this way, little ma'am. Good boy. Good. Nicely done. Is this his trailer?
Yeah.
It's not going to be, so come on, keep going. Good boy. Okay, little man. Can we do this? Don't do that.
Do you want help?
No, I'm good. There's Jessie.
She's mad at me about it.
About those
It's
clickers.
truly her fault. Yeah, because I took the one off this one.
Oh.
So I refuse to use that one. She refuses to let me take that one off of there, so
Because other people use it, they like it. So I'm like, it's our guest target.
Should write guest on it.
Hey, kitty target. Bad boy. And target. And trying to use it before and not waiting till he gets excited and using it, but using it a little proactively.
Okay.
So kind of trying to help keep him engaged in the training versus worrying about where we're going. Good boy. Target.
I know she already said this, but just like to reiterate, the most important part of this is the fact that he had a chance to take his time and then come back to his friend,
Yeah.
realize, you know what, that worked out okay,
Yeah.
and then go back again.
Yeah.
And he probably has a little bit of familiarity too with that pony now. You know, just being next door. Not that he's really touched him, but
Yeah. I think I'm just not breaking it down enough.
yeah. And if you take the time to break it down, it actually ends up like,
Going way faster.
yeah, it does. Because if you do it kind of half-heartedly for 10 days, you're still going to kind of be at the same place, maybe a little further. But if you do it full all in
Yeah.
for 3 or 4 days,
And I felt like he started to build a little bit, so I kind of asked him to slow down with me, but using my voice and my body versus using the halter.
Okay.
So kind of just, it really is a suggestion versus a correction
Yeah.
as much as I can. I mean, there's times that we have to correct it, but I thought, let me just see if I can't get him to slow to my pace a little bit. Good job. And easy, easy, good. And little step. And it's a little in a little bit on me, but that's all right. I'll correct by feeding over there a little more. All right, let's go back this And just that choice to follow me away, because you feel a little like, I'm not sure.
I need the pony. I need
Yes,
the pony.
yes. Now I love the pony. You know, and so for just a moment saying, it's all right, but can we leave the little guy? And yet we still have somebody else to go to over here. Slow it down. But you could feel at one point there, I felt like he just felt like he's like, I'm just a little more alert now. So I'm not trying to keep him there, using the target saying, can you slow down, and really focusing on the slowing down and stopping, but him choosing it.
Yeah.
You know, not making me do it, but him, you know, so like as we're walking, hi little guy. Okay, can you easy does it, little man. Yeah, that's a mushroom. You probably shouldn't eat that. I don't know what they do. Hi little guy. And if his energy feels like it's going somewhere, instead of getting super corrected, I'll just slowly, do you see that little spook in there, kind of a little startle? I'll just slowly try to let him go around that circle and put his energy somewhere until I feel like I can help him to choose to settle back down.
Okay.
Pink target. Good job. And now I think we put him back.
Okay.
So he has a minute to kind of go back where he probably starts to think, I don't know what's happening. But again, still want it to be slow enough and calm enough that I can keep him, I don't mind that, keep him at a settled place. So as he starts to build a little bit, and then I go back to the targeting, going, can you slow down? And so really drawing attention to the downward transition, the settling, the quieting, engaging with me. So while it is, and again, asking him to do it, but the more, so there's the literally slowing down, and then there's the slowing down and checking in, which is even better if I can get that, but I'll take any of them at first.
Okay.
Let's go quick. Yeah. So, and you kind of feel like when we walk, he builds a bit.
Yeah.
So I want to go, okay, that's all right, no big deal. Let me just slow down just a little bit. And easy. Nice. So trying to break down that building a little bit. But if he gets too much ahead of me, I know that I'm not going to be very effective at it. You know what I mean? It means his adrenaline. So if I can then just circle around and redirect his attention and go, easy does it. Yes. Where's your little head go? Where's your little head go? Go this way? Yes. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Nice. Okay, we're going to go this way. I know you want to kind of do a little extra. Hi. Good. Come on, ma'am. Good boy. Okay, let's go here. Good job. Good boy. So good. No? A little bit. Go this way then. Come on. There you go. Good job. Slow. Go this way. We're going to go this way. So now what I'm going to kind of do is use the fence a little bit here to prevent some of that kind of cutting me off.
Yeah.